Ladies, you know how in elementary school you couldn't wear your hair pulled back at school picture day because you look like a boy? Me. What's up, you guys? My name is Charlie, and today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a video all about the process of getting paid at Air Force basic military training. Before we get started, I want to apologize if the sound quality is terrible. There's a lot going on outside, but I really wanted to get this video out for you guys because I feel like it'll help a lot of people. But let's get started. The number one question I was getting asked about pay at BMT is, when do you get paid? So in the military, all branches, all across the board, you get paid on the 1st and 15th of every month. Now, that being said, at BMT, if you don't get paid till the second week, the third week, the fourth week, that's absolutely normal, and that could just be processing. Me personally, since I was in a development and training flight before I went to BMT, I was already getting paid a year before I went to BMT because I was going to drill every month because I'm a member of the reserves. Since my direct deposit was already set up with the Air Force, I got there on September 18th, so I got paid on the 1st just as normal, and a lot of people in my flight did. But I do want to say, one girl on my flight, she didn't get her pay figured out until graduation day on base lib. She went and got that all situated because she just didn't get paid the whole time. And the crazy thing about that is her husband's actually in the military too. I don't think that affected. Some people, like, the pay just doesn't work out and they just have to back pay you, which is like a really large amount of money at one time, so that's good, I guess. But pay at BMT usually, if done right and if everything's perfect, you get paid on the 1st and 15th. And you should be getting paid on the 1st and 15th all of your military career. You get paid by direct deposit. So your recruiter should give you a paper all about your direct deposit. You just give like your account number, your account name, your routing number, stuff like that. And then you should get paid into your account so you don't have random checks flying around. You have to do it by direct deposit. So if you don't have a checking account, make sure you set one up before you get to basic training. And I would make sure you have the access number or the app that's saved on your phone, the password, all that, in case you want to check how much money you're making. If you don't have a bank account, I would suggest using Navy Federal. They're really good working with military members. That's literally what it's for. Navy Federal Credit Union, they have a great app. You can actually see when you're going to get paid. It's tailored specifically for us. And actually, if you have Navy Federal in your active duty, you get paid sooner than everybody else. I don't know how, but every time I go in active duty orders, I always get paid sooner because I have Navy Federal. Speaking of the app, I do want to say, while you're at BMT, you can check your app to see how much you're getting paid. As I mentioned in my phone call video, all you have to do is ask your MTI. Ask your MTI first. Ask if you can check your banking account app. Sometimes they'll watch you, make sure you're not on anything else. But make sure you ask first. Also, when you go on mini mall runs, whether you're by yourself or with your MTI, you have free reign to go to the ATM, print out the little receipt, it'll say how much you have in your bank account, and that's great. That's what I would suggest doing, just to make sure you're getting paid, know when that money's flowing in. It might give you a little incentive to do more push-ups and sit-ups, I don't know, but it's good to know how much money you have coming to your account. It makes you know that this is, at least you're getting paid. Like, you're getting yelled at, you might be miserable, but you're getting paid. So during your first week at BMT, you actually get an Easy Pay card. This is a card that they give you that has $400 on it. Now, this is when I suggest getting all the things you think you need. That's why I say when you should pack for BMT, you should pack light just for the first week because you'll get this $400 card. And this is the card that you should use to get this stuff, like all the hair stuff you really need, like the full-size products, stuff like that. This is also the card that I use when I had to get my uniforms cleaned at basic training, when I had to order flight pictures, stuff like that. This is the money I use, and I had $20 left by the end of BMT, but I'm a really cheap person. But at the end of, I don't know if I mentioned this, but this all comes out of your paycheck anyway, so spend this money. It's not free money, but spend it. Since the money came out of your check, you give it to them, and they'll give you the money back cash. If you don't know, your pay increases by rank, so whether you're E1, E2, or E3, you get paid more. Your rank is determined by your college credits and JROTC experience. Make sure you sign the right contract. Don't be a dummy like me. And all of my papers said E3, but the one paper I signed at the very beginning when I swore into the Air Force said E1, and I signed it, and I'm just now becoming an E3. It's really pathetic, actually. Don't be like me. Be smarter than me. Read everything. Make sure you sign in the right contracts. But that's not what this video is about. There are other circumstances that could equal more money for you. Some circumstances include separation pay and BAS. Separation pay is like when you're married, you're away from your spouse, they're going to give you a little supplemental income to help your spouse while she or he, why would I say it that way? He or she is at home. Also, you could get separation pay if your child is at home, or children. Something that I got when I was away was BAH. Now, I didn't mention this in my pay video because everybody doesn't get it, so I didn't want people thinking they would be making as much money as I did. But BAH is for housing. I had an apartment here in Alabama, and while I was away, they gave me money to supplement that I'm still having to pay for an apartment because I actually couldn't get out of my lease, which I found out was illegal afterwards, but whatever. I had to pay for my apartment while I was gone, so they gave me a little money to make that balance out. So if you do have a lease with your name on it, make sure you give it to your recruiter so you can get BAH. The last thing that I want to say is only give access to your bank account to someone you truly, truly trust. So many things that has to be taken care of back home, so you won't be thinking about it while you're at BMT. You need to focus on your training. So like stuff like I said, paying my rent, student loans, credit cards. Your credit card, if you have a credit card, your interest rates do go down when you're on active duty. Just a random tidbit I wanted to say. But stuff like that, you need to have somebody who you really, really know and trust to take care of that kind of stuff for you, who has your banking information, who you trust. I cannot stress that enough. I actually know somebody personally who his mom had his stuff and she wiped out his bank account. I don't know what their relationship was, but honey, make sure you trust the person. Like, make sure, like, you have someone in your life you can trust. Make sure they take care of all of that stuff before you go. And that's all I have written down. If you have any more questions, make sure you comment them below and I'll answer them. Sorry if I skipped over anything. Sorry if I was talking too fast. Sorry if the sound quality is bad. It's only going to go up from here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Check out my pay video if you haven't seen it. Check out any of my other videos. If you liked what you saw today, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a blessed day and stay safe. Bye.